Clear.
Hey ninjas, this is Trynant.
I came here to meet all the marks here. Apparently there's none of them. I'm fanboymaster.
They got ninja'd.
Yeah, that's how it goes in these parts.
I just assumed that the guy's full name was Mark Ninja.
This is canon now. This is Mark Ninja.
He's just trying to make his way in the world.
You can hide anywhere, anytime by squeezing into this cardboard box. It may
My
seem
brain
crude,
immediately went to a
but
dark place and
surprisingly
wanted to
effective.
make jokes about
I
Markiplier.
guess people
but
just always expect there to be
No,
boxes.
we're not doing that. This is a happy
we
place.
shouldn't.
Nope. See, look, here's a box.
I like boxes.
We have obtained a box.
When your
I like
foes are
boxes
disabled or
depending on the
stunned,
degree of
you can
box and
dispatch
if it
any
involves
number
any
of them in the
loot.
time it would normally take
In
to
honor of the
eliminate just
return
one.
of Solid
And
Snake
you'll be
to
sure that they
the Super
won't make a
Smash
sound.
Brothers roster, here is a cardboard box.
Exactly. Also pick up this, and I don't have enough to upgrade any of these other things. I can get these stupid things, but health is going to stop mattering for missions, so...
As you run,
Screw it,
shift
slide
your
kick.
weight and drop onto your rear
Health is a
leg.
thing of the past.
Swing the slide
I mean, it's
kick
been a thing in the
through
past
his
since the
calves,
first
and he'll be
mission.
knocked down and ready for the kill.
I like to pretend that things matter sometimes. They don't, but it's fun.
It's pretty fun. Okay. I know, I'll pick up the bugs next mission, I swear. There's bugs you can get. Anyway,
Really?
there's bugs you can get. I'm not doing a
I thought they
pacifist
would
run.
QA those.
Pacifist runs aren't fun to watch a stream of. They're here to see me screw up and accidentally kill half the guards just to get out of it.
Depends on how much Undertale you're playing.
Well,
Before the restoration,
Wow.
as the other clans
Wow.
strayed and disbanded,
I am not playing Undertale right now. We're not
led
going to
us a
befriend
flower
the
whose petals
cool
burned
skeleton.
toxic.
There's not even going to be a cool
Gilligan's
skeleton
Trail
in this
leads
game.
here.
Unless
There
there's
are
ours.
dogs,
Into the
however.
monks.
There are dogs.
If his eye has a secret, it's in there.
I mean, skeletons and dogs are natural enemies.
It's mostly true. Anyway, welcome to Tabriz. You know, one of the central cultural
These bandits are tricky and ruthless.
icons
Watch
of
out
the
for
culture of
traps.
Iran.
And whatever you do, don't
Also
get
has
caught.
car bombs because
They'll torture you for days.
probably in
and
the
let
Middle East,
insects
right?
finish you
Yeah.
off.
Okay. Sure.
What?
Yeah. It's a little problematic.
Like there are car bombs in
Like,
the game?
yeah. Like we almost got hit by one just now.
What?
Yeah. Like, I can see what they're going for, but they shouldn't really be
It's
going
rotting.
for it, I think.
The stone is crumbling.
No.
Does anyone still live out here?
I concur with this. To at least a relative degree.
Can't believe you're running through the ruins of Oil Ocean, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Alright, so yeah, the basic idea is that, like, I actually took the time to look up Tabriz beforehand, because I've seen this level before, and I'm just like, huh, that's a little weird, I guess. But turns out that Tabriz is actually, like, a kind of big city. It's not anywhere near any kinds of the Middle East conflict. It shouldn't have car bombs lying around. At best, you can argue that since this is a bandit hideout, it looks like this, but, like, you'd think there'd be, like, different traps than car bombs. They have also explosives packages hanging up by wires all over.
I see. So this is...
This altogether seems like it was kind of maybe over.
Yeah,
So... This is like Borat's take on Kazakhstan, except without the irony, without the intentional irony of it.
yeah.
That's
We will
distressing.
find you. Hey!
The game is going to be insensitive, I guess.
Oh,
One day we'll learn.
already the mayhem begins. What are
That's funny.
what are the seals for this one?
Well,
Oh yeah, it's gonna Mega Man that once we get a bit further in, so we'll have branching paths that we can take. I'd say Mega Man, but that's not exactly right.
Rondo of Blood. Man, come on.
There is... How do we deal with this? I ask you.
Have you considered throwing a ninja at it?
Do you have any spare ninjas?
One has fallen. There come. He got someone. One has fallen.
I threw things at it. I threw lots of things. It actually worked really well.
Wow. Wow.
None of
I
them
just
were
saw what
ninjas.
working well really looked like now.
Streams buffering. Let's see. Oh, I paused and played and skipped the explosions. I assumed there was explosions.
There was at least
There was
one
an explosion.
Did it kill a guard perchance?
Of course. You can't just leave all these bombs around your hideout and not expect there to be a bit of friendly fire, especially if there's a ninja.
This stupid sand.
Wait.
I can't see a thing.
I don't see any less bombs. Did I miss one getting exploded, Nathan?
There was an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did the bomb go away upon explosion?
There are more
Bombs
traps
tend to do that,
inside.
yes.
Remember
Okay,
to use the
that's
mark of
all.
Farsight,
It's just it
so
looked
they'll
like there
know
was a
what they're getting
similar
into.
amount of bomb.
Right.
You're just losing track in all the bombs.
There are a lot of bombs in this mission.
Learn about a bomb.
I mean, it is the Middle East and all.
Not even as an ironic joke.
Yeah, really. I feel bad saying
I'm in a box now. What's up?
Hello, it's me, Box, championship boxer.
Come on now.
that. Is that why they use them? Because of the hand-to-hand combat abilities? So, what does Box do?
Box is basically like using the vases or whatever as cover items,
Maybe
except
he fled.
you can use it wherever the hell you want. Just create some cover. It works pretty much exactly like in the Metal Gear Solids the kids love so much.
So it's that
Them kids and their Metal Gear.
One's here.
them canceling.
I did.
Okay, so though admittedly the box here seems way more useful because the box is not reliable in Metal Gear, whereas box here seems
I feel like that's you failing the box.
well. You ever put a box in the middle of Metal Gear and then a guard's like, hey, wait a minute, this box is suspicious, and then lifts the box up?
Well, yeah, because you were putting it in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, but does that happen here?
Nope.
Well, I
You
mean,
can put a
like,
box
the
wherever the hell
presumption
you
is
want.
that you're at the side of the hallway and not in front of the guard.
Right, but what I'm saying is that it seems more powerful in Mark of the Ninja because the guards are too stupid to lift the box up.
Can't believe you're playing Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge.
He got someone.
Oh, I think I slightly messed this up.
Dead. He's dead.
Well, if it's Metal Gear 2, then it's more like Legend of Zelda 2 because it went from top down to like platformer.
Snake's Revenge has side-scrolling segments.
Oh, okay. So this is just the cut content of that.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh,
So what were
there.
the mission? What were the side goals?
They won't apply yet, but basically we're going to get to another area where we're going to have to retrieve a set of items, and each of them corresponds to one of those items.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see when we get there.
And I assume they're like, well, I mean, I know we'll see when we get there, but I'm just gonna assume they involve some difficult segments for some reason.
That wasn't the wind.
That is a reasonable assumption.
Difficult, yet optional, unless you really want the thingy segments.
Why did this break?
There's no one here, just a box.
Do the boxes work on
He must be
tripwires?
somewhere else.
Well, we can test that, but I don't think it'll work too well.
Does the box work on lasers?
Sorry, we activated a tripwire and it totally killed us. So yeah, box will not save us from tripwire.
Okay. I am curious if it works on laser though, like if the laser's based off of like a human security guard looking through the laser or something. You know, like those trip lasers.
Yeah.
And I have to wonder if it work if the devs were smart enough to make it work on sniper lasers, sniper beams. Because that seems like something that could have been oversighted.
I do not know. Alright, where's that last one connect to? Okay, so if I do this, I'm safe.
My confession.
This had better be good.
A voice in my ear gives excuses in the tongue I do not speak. It is hot and honest.
My confession.
Hey!
I refuse to confess.
Dear sister.
No.
I don't know what that's referencing. Please do not explain it.
What you say.
Let's see.
I refuse to believe that you meant one.
Of course.
Never
you
mind.
do.
This explanation is awesome.
The half-dead rat hasn't broken yet. But give it time. He'll give me the tattoos. Not if I break him first.
Yeah, that accent. That sure is an accent.
Choices were made. Please go back and make different ones.
We're begging you.
They're not going to make different ones with the remaster.
No.
Choices remastered.
Choices were not remastered.
Were they at least put in high definition?
Yeah.
Probably. I think this was already in high definition.
It's going to be in a higher definition.
Is it going to be in a special edition? Or a very special edition?
Oh, Dosan.
Hi,
I
Dosan.
mean, I can't prove that wrong.
When I got here, the bandits seized me.
Time for
Does
some
Mark
plot.
Ninja have a lot of
Make me
lore?
give them
Like,
the marks.
Kinda?
I
ironically?
refused.
Kinda.
What
Like,
Seems
I
to have,
actually made
like-
a post
much.
on
I have
how
my
the
honor.
plot is going at this point,
Must
because
save me.
it throws a couple of curveballs near the end, even though it just
Find the
starts
key
out
to
as,
unlock
you're a
these
ninja,
chains,
here's some guards,
and
kill
find
them.
the tools they stole from me.
But yeah, right now, this is the tattoo artist Dosan. He's been captured by the bandits, and he needs us to recover his tools and the keys to set him free, which, of course, we're going to do that. He's cool. We'll do that.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
We can actually tackle them in more or less any order we want, although we'll want to get one of these two first and then, like, loop around. So there's a couple routes you can take on this one. This is where I was talking about at Mega Man, and this is where the different seals will come into play. So let's go in a direction. I'm not especially picky as to which one right now.
Roll a die, I guess? Do you have a D3?
Not on me, but I mean, we're on computers. We could just go to like one of them dice sites. Alright.
Yeah, I think I have one of those always on my hotbar. Nope, it's gone forever now.
Alright, we're gonna go down here. This seems like the good way to go. As you can see, one Farsight is really useful in this area because you can see where all the different thingamajigs connect to, and you're like, oh, this connects to that. Well, that means I can trip that. Trip
So
that.
it's like a
What was that?
it's like a Zachtronics game then.
Yeah,
You get to mess with wires.
like this guy. This is almost always how this one goes. Is he'll trip something, go investigate it, and then be like, huh, that was really weird.
When did this break?
I'm actually having trouble seeing where they. Oh no, I saw the green lines just then.
What was that noise?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the indicator, right?
Yeah.
It's nice that the green lines still seem to apply even when the bombs fall down.
Right.
Like, it's not just like you seeing the circuit board, it's like you seeing, I don't know, your ninja-ness.
Well, the entire thing about the mark is that it mostly works by expanding your senses. So it's basically just, oh yeah, I can like see where this They can see the cause and effect of this before it even takes place. It's like they don't try to get all scientific about how it works, because that would totally fly contrary to the theme of the game.
Right. It's the galaxy brain of ninjas.
Mm-hmm. And that's why sometimes we'll go into a vent, and inside there will be a hallucination challenge full of explosives, which are completely lethal. Don't ask for how it works. We really have no idea.
That explosives kill you?
No, like that we go ring a gong inside of a vent, and that transports us to this room that's full of explosives, which is really just all in the head, man.
It's a very loud gong, and sometimes it gets louder if you fail it poorly.
Nice.
Your character is actually just literally tripping around, and like hitting explosives represents his mental body, like his physical body, just like bashing his head against the wall and exploding.
Alright, so I'll need you to explain exactly how he screwed up when I screwed up over there, because I screwed up pretty badly. I screwed up!
That seemed like a very complicated amount of screwing up.
Yeah. So what you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to get onto the ledges and use those to trip the wires from a much safer position. Once you do that, you can just kind of hop around wherever you want. Although it's impossible to see anything about these wires.
Even with your ninja sense?
Like, there's just too many wires going all over the place.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw when you did the census thing. It just basically showed a circuit board from Factorio or something.
Yep.
Or just an actual literal circuit board. Felt like I was back in Comp Sci.
Mm-hmm. I pull this lever, that gate closes, and then we can go get the seal without falling onto spikes, explosives, or both. Still gotta open this though. Yeah!
Got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the whole dying through gong thing has already invalidated the gong. But you got a question. Who programmed this? These were ninjas. This is a ninja trial. Like, in some form. So who programmed the gong to have circuit boards?
DJs.
Oh, yeah, that actually explains it, yeah. The vinyl records have all those, like, notches.
Right.
They know how to... It's
Plus,
actually
like,
analog, so great.
Like, ninja story time, okay? I worked in theater, so I heard this thing about how in traditional kabuki theater they would have ninjas as part of the stories, but they didn't. Ninjas did not traditionally get represented as wearing all black, because that would stand out really obviously. They mostly wore, like, disguises. But when they wanted to do that in kabuki theater, back then they had all the stagehands and such wear all black, so they'd fit in with the black backdrops, and the audiences were just used to, like...
It was a convention of kabuki.
Exactly.
Right. They were the green men. They were, like, wearing green suits, essentially, but...
Pretty much. So, one thing they would actually have when they wanted to have, like, a ninja jump out and ambush someone from the shadows, so they'd have one of those people that looks like they were a stagehand and, like, actually participating in stagehand work. They would have them wearing that, and then just out of nowhere, jump onto one of the other actors and assassinate them.
Oh.
And that's where the convention of ninjas wearing all black in popular culture came from.
Really?
It's interesting how much, like, a metatextual, like, element was stripped of context and just became, oh, this is what ninjas are.
Yep.
I mean, the origin of various things like that are I've heard sillier things.
I just like the concept of a metatextual theater character.
Heck, you know the story of why Ghost has an H in it, right?
Nope, I haven't heard about that.
It was there was a Finnish typewriter, like, there was like a lot of Finnish typographers back when they were typing the word ghost. It was originally not supposed to have a H in it, but like a lot of Finnish words had like the letter H in it,
right,
after a G. So they would typo it so much with the H after it that it just became a thing. In like just typography, so that people just thought it was like, oh well, it has an H in it, I guess. Because the English language is really dumb.
It really is. I think that's a scroll up there. I want to go obtain it if it is, and if it isn't, then too bad, we're still going up there. Alright, so those connect to that. Nope, it was just another thing.
So this seems to be like the level that just really wants to introduce you to wires.
A chamber just like
or tripwires.
Alright, so optional seal for this one, recover the Sumi without taking any damage. If we get hit, we have screwed it up. This should be easy. So can I get any upgrades yet though, real quick? Just check in. Do I feel like swapping out? No, I like the box. I like the spike mines. Here we go.
I didn't know that I didn't know that any of the traps like didn't one-shot you.
It's not the traps,
like what?
It's the guards' weapons. Because most of them will fire bullets, each of those bullets will take away 1 health. They mostly have assault rifles, but... Okay. Oh no, that vase was a trap! It explodes. Strange.
So you can swap... I thought you could only swap loadouts between missions, but it looks like you can do it between checkpoints.
There's certain like flag markers that indicate where you can do that. They also let you spend honor mid-mission, but generally speaking, you should not expect to be able to do this during missions.
Okay.
What was that?
Can those vases break?
The vases? Not generally.
Okay. I just think vases in a video game, you know. That one broke.
It broke because it was rigged with a bomb.
I guess that makes sense.
He's here.
I've heard of like car bombs, but I haven't heard of vase bombs that much. Or chandelier bombs.
How many guards are down there?
One.
I know I heard something around here.
I'm gonna go with too many.
I am also gonna go with that.
No trace. But we
There we go, that wasn't too hard. So I got that without taking any damage. There's that guard up there, but he looks like he's pretty suspicious. I also don't think I care that much.
Quick, use your cardboard box.
Okay.
I am pleased.
The box is a powerful technique. Watch as this guard just kind of walk right back. Yep, no one here but us boxes. Okay, bye. And yeah, it says you only have... It says you only have the one box to work with, but you do get that box back whenever you put it away. Because hey, you can just fold it up and carry it, it's fine. This is because there's a later extra technique you can do where you stealth kill someone from inside the box, and then you hide them in the box and leave it there, because you're not going to take that with you. The box is dangerous, you know.
Oh yeah. Does the box cause terror upon people seeing it?
I do not think so.
Is there the scare box? Oh.
The terror box, if you will.
Yep. Did y'all ever have did you ever think of a joke in your head that was just so bad you audibly sighed?
See, nothing comes to mind immediately, but I'm sure I have done that in my life.
Because my brain immediately thought upon the box was I was going to ask, what does the box say?
Nope. 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 No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And then I just kind of died a little inside, and I had to share it.
I can't believe I don't have the authority to kick you right out of this Discord channel.
That must be the jailer. Who
On
knows
that
what he
note,
did
I'm
to
going to
Desant
take
try
a
to make him cooperate.
quick step aside and think about things.
This is for the best.
Done, young man.
Anyway, time for our next one. The jailer here has the keys. We have to get those, of course. Our challenge for this is do it without using items, which, no box, no spike mines. Far side, I believe, is allowed. Darts are not. This is actually a pretty tricky one. You are, however, allowed to commit murders. And so I shall. Also, it's really nice that I have Bat's Prey right about now. Just like, oh, I'm on the ceiling, they're on the ground. Can I be any more obvious?
Listen, I don't look at the ceiling and you shouldn't either.
People generally don't. Like,
What do you think you're gonna find up there?
what, a ninja? Hoping to ambush you to death?
Listen, when I say I think there might be a ninja on the ceiling, people think that I'm just being, you know, an idiot, and then, you know, they tell me to go away. And they're right to.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I'm just saying, the 1 in a million chance ain't worth it.
Okay, we got this. We got the keys without using any items. No, the sword of Tetsuji is a weapon. It's clearly different. That's too far away. I cannot throw it that high. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, and there's one more snipper. No more snippers.
Alright, I'm back from reflection. What did I miss?
I got the keys. I got them really quickly, actually. I'm honestly quite proud of myself.
And is a katana an item?
No. You are allowed to use the katana to get this seal, which is good, because otherwise you'd have to, like, weave in and out of all those sniper sights, and it'd just be a total headache.
Yeah, that does sound obnoxious.
Alright. Is anyone over here? No, but there is an artifact.
Is your ninja using katana? It looks more like a long dagger or something.
Yeah, I like feel like it's some kind of machete style blade or something, but like functionally how they describe it is that the ninja of the Hyusumu clan never draw their blade unless they're sure they can take down their target in one strike. So I guess a katana wouldn't really fit that, and it would be closer to some kind of dagger, just a really big flashy one.
Hello.
Hi again.
In theory, it would not be flashy, would it?
Okay.
Also, I don't know if Muteki's here.
Are they in
He's in a
the...
quantum state.
Okay, so...
Hey!
Oh.
Hey! It's him! Here, move it. We are coming for you. Move it. He's here.
Well, I messed that up royally, but somehow I'm still alive.
I have failed.
It's okay, when you mess things up as a royal,
In the
nothing matters.
greenhouse, in the beds of
Hey!
dry dirt, the flowers are dead. I check them all and find just one petal left. A fly chews it.
Soda.
I crush the insect with my fingers and
Hey, all
feel
sorry, there was
childish.
just something going on a little bit weird with my mic. Joined a couple of minutes ago, but actually not my mic, with my speakers. It turned out that it was just that the pass-through cable like goes to a 2.1 Logitech setup that has another headphone out in it.
Okay.
And the connection between the actual computer and like the speaker cable was a little loose. I thought it was with the headphone jack sort of attached to the speaker, so I was like, why is everything so quiet? I don't understand. And it turned out that it was the other cable that needed to get plugged back in all the way.
Aha. Almost as complicated as the tripwires in this game.
Anyway, if you all can find, you know, Logitech speakers for like refurbished $30, I highly recommend it.
Okay.
They are nice.
I'll keep that in mind.
Anyway, that time went much better without me accidentally going for the stealth kill, not realizing I had clicked until halfway through and fumbling it. I've played this game before.
Have you, though? Have you truly experienced it in this gritty, visceral, full glory?
I've played full pacifist run, so sure.
Nah, that's not really visceral, is it? That's more like...
It's visceral for all the times
visceral.
that you get killed.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Yeah, whenever you're out in the sandstorms, it's impossible to see anything, so you have to constantly use Farsight, which... I mean, sure, it's thematic-ish, but it's also kind of a headache.
Look, Dosan's tools are.
And the guards see you.
I guess they were still hoping they could force Dosan to use them.
don't know. I would assume they have about as good a vision as you do, considering that they're actually used to this environment, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, it does seem like their headlights were a little bit had less range than before.
Mm-hmm.
Though that could just be me imagining things. But it did seem like their headlights extended farther in non-sandstormy areas.
Right.
Now, so I'm kind of surprised you're not like going against other ninjas, given that you're going rogue against ninjas.
While that's true, at the moment we're mostly just attacking the bandit hideout at Tabriz, which they're not ninjas. They just have a contract with us, which we'll explore a bit in a side mission that I'm going to go to after we finish this mission.
Okay.
Alright. I think the solution is Spike Mine, which is always a very good solution.
Someone is here.
It's a visceral solution.
Move it. Come on.
Hey. That guy is just firing all the gun bullets.
Someone is down.
Ah, yes, those gun bullets. I've heard about them. They appear in guns, from what I'm told.
Maybe he fled.
Which is funny, because you'd think that Mr. Gun Bullet Man would not have detected from, you know, a second story buffers.
The funny thing is, because of the weird architecture, the guards can't actually get to all the places they can potentially see, so you can kill a guy on a level above, they'll look up and be like, someone's down, and then absolutely fail to go over and investigate. Because they just don't know how to get up there, because they can't just jump, you know, 20 feet in the air at will. That's a ninja technique. They're no ninja. Alright, I would like to break that, but I also can't strictly see it right now. You know, I'm gonna pretend that's what I meant to do the whole time.
So were these what?
I did a thing. It worked. It wasn't actually that impressive, except for the part where I had no idea I was going to do it until like 3 seconds before I did. Box. Anyway, you were saying?
Oh yeah, I was, so I guess the tattoo claiming was mandatory, but it sounded like they were optional. So like each particular tattoo you were getting had an optional like seal objective to it.
Yeah, each of the 3 things we were getting had an optional mission of, hey, if you do this while you're getting the tattoo, you're awesome, have a seal.
Okay.
Alright.
This is 3 for 3, so...
So we did all of it.
No more worrying about seals then.
Nope, I'm free to mess up as much as I so care.
I always like that sort of feeling where it's like, finally, I've completed everything I have to do at this level. Such a good that.
That's what I like about Metroidvanias. That like when you get more upgrades, it's like a small feeling of like completing enough stuff that you get rewarded backtracking by using all your powers on weaker things.
Yeah, it's nice. How... Just gotta constantly have far sight up. It's a shiny map.
It seems in this case they're making you take a fresh route to get back to Dosan, or...
Yeah, I could have backtracked all the way through the catacombs, but I didn't feel like it.
Wanted a brisk kind of change of pace, I suppose.
Did I hear something? What was that noise?
Alright. Now there's just this last room. You need to die. Go over there, away from me. Look down there. Okay, we should check the map as well. Okay, so we get past this guy and we're set.
I have a question though. Is that cursor in the game, like, is that the in-game cursor, or is that your like?
That's my cursor, but it shows up in game. I could have it disabled, I guess.
No, I'm actually surprised that they didn't have like a unique cursor icon for the game itself.
Oh, that's a good point.
It looks very generic, like it's just your browser cursor or whatever.
Alright. We got it! We made it back to Dasan.
Yay!
Flowers have been dead a year.
And now it's time for the dramatic reveal. The flowers that we used to make the tattoo ink have been dead for ages. Azaya led us on this wild goose chase.
And that means I must give you the last
Wait,
mark.
so your special powers have been dead?
The special powers that we have, we are probably the last person who will ever have them, because the plans that they used to give people with special powers have died. They've been dead for who knows how long. Anyway, we're not going to go